Yesterday, I watched Animal, and both SRV as well as RK have killed it together. This is my review, and it may contain spoilers, so watch at your own discretion. Let's begin.
Ready.
Point number 1. Action and the interval block. Action and violence is the USP of this film, but it doesn't even constitute 30 minutes of the entire film's duration. The entire block has the most authentic and realistic action I have seen in Indian film history, with people wearing headphones and proper underwear to support the action choreography, which is fast-paced but not laggy or dodgy. The hallway scene might be an ode to Old Boy, but this is way superior than that. I guess it is safe to say that the hallway fight scene crown goes to Vanga for redefining what Park Chan-wook did in 2003. One thing about this movie is the physics aspect that has been kept intact whenever action scenes are shown. The machine gun or Gatling gun that has been crafted in real life to resemble a bike so that the recoil of the gun can be distributed evenly is shown beautifully. It's unlike those movies where the main protagonist is firing a machine gun as if it's a fucking plastic vibrator. Vanga has definitely read and understood basic physics. The realistic approach wherein even our protagonist Ranbir becomes deaf because of so much firing and has fatal gun wounds and needs to undergo a heart surgery is what movies lack nowadays. This approach needs to be appreciated, especially since it is coming from a Telugu director directing a pan-India film. Post-credit scene. The post-credit scene, although may look stomach-churning and some people may become squirmish, but it leads to two things. 1. A build-up or a setup for the sequel. 2. A personal message to the audience as well as the critics. Once the post-credit scene is done, the screen cuts to the black and white scene from the beginning. Ranbir Kapoor comes in an old avatar and sends a message to his critics. This scene then cuts to the movie by Sandeep Reddy Vanga. This is Vanga's style of saying, you didn't like the film, but you know what, it is my film, so you can suck it. The actors and their characters. To begin with, Ranbir's character, as we all know, is obsessed with his father. But it's the character in general that is flawed. He is strong mentally, emotionally and physically, not by choice, but because of the circumstances. In the beginning itself, you see how he goes to his elder sister's college with a gun because someone ragged her. He took it upon himself that in the absence of his father, he is the next in line to be the man of the house. There are problems with the character, no doubt, just like Kabir Singh and Arjun Reddy. But Ranbir takes it a step further. We have seen self-harm in Kabir Singh and Arjun Reddy, but here we see murders, gun violence and massive destruction, as if it's a normal day in the park for Vijay. The shades of this character couldn't have been grayer than this. I must admit that an A-lister actor in today's day and age would have thought 10 times before accepting this role. Kudos to Ranbir Kapoor for taking this as a challenge and giving a career best performance. I guess he's made for such larger-than-life roles. Bobby Deol's character is what made me intrigued, as it was kept under the wraps. But his screen time is hardly 10 to 15 minutes in a 3-hour 21-minute film. Also, I have to admit, whenever he is on screen, he steals the show. His intro scene with Jamal Jamalo playing in the background has to be one of the biggest Indian cinematic intros. We usually see that the character introductions are always over the top and massy, but here his intro is in a wedding where he is dancing and indulging in debauchery. Also, it leads to him killing someone brutally during the wedding. I genuinely liked Tripti Dimri's character as Zoya. Although it was quite clear that she was lying, but somehow her presence and Vishal Mishra's Pehle Bhi Mein playing in the background made me convinced for some time that maybe she isn't a part of the big picture. It's just love and not an Abbas Mastan film. Some might say that the scenes or the entire role of Zoya could have been cut short or eliminated entirely. Honestly, it does deviate a little bit from the storyline. But nevertheless, it's a part of the film and we have to accept it. Rashmika Mandanna has done justice to whatever screen time was given to her. Her audio was shockingly clear and there was no need for subtitles. But I wouldn't mind if I had subtitles. She delivers with whatever role she has been given, but nothing extraordinary. Anil Kapoor might be one of the most natural actors as he is the only one who portrays the role of Ranbir Singh effortlessly. I guess he does have a lot of experience of being a father. Also, his character is not flawed. He depicts the normal Indian father who loves their kid but will not openly say it or accept it until it's too late. Engaging first half and slow burning second half. We all knew that Vanga is directing a movie which is bigger than his previous flicks, so it is impossible to find problematic scenes. Although I enjoyed most of them, I could see a sense of relatability with the character when those scenes came on screen, which might be a problem. The first half was very well edited with jump cuts of past and present. You don't even understand how the first half has ended, especially the interval block. But second half mellows down by continuing in one single pace without any jump cuts. At times it does lose its momentum, but it doesn't become boring or laggy. The entire duration to some extent is justified and I would like to see the 3 or 49-minute extended cut that will be released on Netflix. Rewatchability. Like I had said in my trailer review, Kabir Singh and Arjun Reddy both had a rewatchability aspect and so does Animal. I had mixed feelings after the movie ended, but I guess if I rewatch it once, I would be able to wrap my head around it. There is a certain sense of closure that I expected but didn't get, and that's my only grouse. The ending confrontational scenes between Ranbir Kapoor and Anil Kapoor should have hit me harder than it did. But I guess another rewatch should solve that problem. So I'll be waiting for its digital release, hoping that it is the infamous extended cut. Music placement. I have said it once, but I'll repeat it again. Arjun Valley during the interval block is one of the most appropriate song placements I have ever seen. Hua Mein is also placed perfectly, but Pehle Bhi Mein might be the winner. Papa Meri Jaan is the greatest lyrical piece I have heard in a long time, that too sung beautifully by Sonu Nigam. What left me baffled was the placing of Sari Dunya Jala Denge Hum during the climax fight scene. It didn't look out of place, but it didn't necessarily add any emotional value to both the song or the scene. Haiwan playing during the recruiting of soldiers which were his cousins felt forced and something nuanced and less cliched could have been added. Although that scene depicts the respect that Ranbir had for his cousins whom he has not met for so many years, and the same is reciprocated by his cousins as well. I would happily give this movie 4.5 out of 5 stars for its execution, acting, direction and music. Cutting half star for the screenplay, which could have been cut short at some places, but that's my opinion. Before I end this video, I would like to highlight with all seriousness, if Vanga wanted to fuck with the critics, he has succeeded. If he wanted to mess with the CBFC, he has succeeded. If he wanted to traumatize the fake feminists, he has succeeded. And last but not the least, if he wanted to blow the audience away by showing them what a violent film is, he has damn well succeeded. Eagerly waiting for Spirit to see what Vanga and Prabhas will cook together. Also, to all the KGF, Pushpa, Jawan, Tiger fans, that's all from my end, guys. Comment down your thoughts on Animal. We'll meet you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.